lots of you don't know how to deal with junk food. Oh yeah. And the funny thing is, I actually did quit junk food pretty much forever, right? I haven't ate junk food actually the whole of last year and until now, right? 2024 and until 2025, right? And for a lot of people, even like the most so called disciplined people, right? Even for them, it's actually very impossible, right? So, how did I develop a discipline in something like this where I just surpassed all of them? Right? How did I give up junk food forever? How did I quit junk food forever? It was actually, I kind of realized it's not as hard as people make it seem, right? Right? Like literally no cheat days whatsoever, right? Like a lot of these people, they like to cope, right? And there's, I believe, a saying somewhere I read, right? I'm probably gonna butcher it, right? But the saying is, you can tell, you can tell the strength of a man by the copes he defeats in his mind, right? And this is probably, it's my quote, right? But basically, what happens is a lot of people they cope, right, with their bad habits, and you could honestly take what I'm saying from this video into any form of addiction, right? And it can help you overcome whether it's junk food or anything else, right? And you can apply the same exact thing, right? And that quote that I just said, you can tell the strength of a man by the copes he defeats in his mind, right? So a lot of people, right, even the most disciplined people that you see on YouTube or wherever else, whether it's, I don't know, like David Goggins, Tony Robbins, right? Even all these people, right? Even they have copes in their mind, right? Right. But some of them do defeats most of their copes, maybe not all of them though, right? Especially this one. This one actually messes up a lot of people, right? Not just like the undisciplined fat person, no. Even the super so-called disciplined, in shape people mess this up, right? So, how do you develop this form of discipline? That's actually a good question, right? Let me ask you this: do you genuinely believe you're a higher form of life? Ask yourself that question. You don't have to tell anyone, right? Well, you could write it down in the comment section if you want to, right? If you feel brave enough, just say yes. I feel like I'm a higher form of life, right? If the answer is yes, then this should not be too hard. But if the answer is no, then what? Then why do you feel that you are not a higher form of life? Ask yourself that question. Do you feel like you're not worthy because of the junk food you eat, or because of some other reason, right? External reason, right? Probably, right? Probably, right? So now, what do we do with this? What we do is we realize even if we are not higher life forms, right? Right now, but we want to achieve that. All it is literally in your mind. Everyone else in the world is already against you. Let's not make another enemy in our head, right? It's already hard enough, right? Already so many people probably don't like you. You know what I mean? So let's not become our own enemy when everyone else is pretty much beating our ass, right? So let's not do this, right? Let's be our own best friend, first of all, right? This is, and I know some people are gonna think that this is just a woohoo or whatever, right? Gibberish, right? But it's actually true, right? If you put it in your mind that you're literally a higher form of life, then you will actually believe that this junk food is not fitting for me, right? This is what peasants eat, right? Right? And look, regardless of economic status, right, or financial status or whatever, just literally believe you're a higher form of life. It's not that hard, right? You just have to prove it, right? And a lot of people will tell you to go to the gym, and I think that is important, right? To go to the gym and all that, right? I'm not denying that, of course. Start off by going to the gym, right? But going to the gym might not necessarily equal you quitting junk food. Right? In fact, in some cases, it could make you cope better with junk food. Oh, today I worked out, so therefore I deserve to eat junk food. How many people have said that? Think about it, right? This is actually something I used to do myself. And now I think about it, I just cringe. You know what I mean? How many people say this? Oh, today I worked out so I can eat junk food. What kind of bullshit answer is that? Right? It's literally nonsense. You don't deserve the junk food just because you ate. I mean, just because you worked out. According to who? Like, bruh, like, it's so dumb that people actually have this mindset that if you do something that's good, it justifies me doing something bad later. Like, really? I swear. And look, that's like the biggest thing, right? Never cope in your mind, right? Oh, just because today I worked out, I can eat junk food. No, no. Okay. Now, are you gonna mess up here and there? Of course. Before you get the level of discipline that I'm at now, of course you're gonna mess up, right? Right. And in my other video where I talk about peer pressure. A lot of people also fall into the peer pressure from others, right? Oh, bro, just eat this one slice. It's not that bad. Or bro, eat this cupcake. It's not that bad. It's just one cupcake. It's like, bro, no, no, right? Like, I respect you, but no. You know what I mean? I just believe that this stuff is not good for me, right? If someone gave you rat poison, no matter how much of a good friend they are or how much of a good family member are you going to drink it? Of course not. Are you going to eat the rat poison? No. So you literally need to drill this into your mind, right? Like, we're actually going to get into tactics now, right? Drill this into your mind that junk food is like rat poison, right? No matter how much peer pressure there was in the world, you would not eat rat poison, right? Hopefully, right? Right. No amount of peer pressure from family members or friends or anywhere, society or whatever, you would not eat that rat poison, right? Why? Because you know it's gonna kill you, right? Right? It's gonna eliminate you. Should I say? Right. So that's the thing, man. You need to put that in your mind that this peer pressure stuff, right? Just like if you want to learn how to deal with peer pressure, watch that video, right? I talk about it more detailed in there, right? And you need to treat all these little copes that you have with junk food, right, or anything else as bad, right? We're not even there yet with alcohol or anything like that, right, or weed or smoking or anything like that. But this applies to that as well. Yeah. So put it in your mind, bro, that peer pressure is not real, first of all, right? And then second, anything that is a cope is basically like you got to treat it like it's rat poison. Drill this into your mind, right? And you can do the research on like why junk food, right? Like literally, junk food is so terrible for you, right? The red 40, right? Blue 6, yellow 6, right? Look all this up. These are the chemical additives that literally cause cancer, right? This is why so many people have cancer nowadays, and other problems, because they're eating the junk food, right? Right. Not to mention how much sugar is probably in a lot of the junk food, right? Processed sugar, which literally causes Alzheimer's disease, right? Alzheimer's disease did not exist before like the 1940s or whatever, right? Literally, people never had these diseases and they're getting them. And the doctors are so stupid that they don't literally want to help you, right? Even the doctor won't tell you what I'm telling you. Doctors go, oh no, it's okay once in a while. Junk food's not that bad once in a while. It's like, bro, no. If you're serious about your health and you literally think of yourself as a higher form of life, then you need to literally treat anything that detriments it as junk food. I mean, as rat poison. Okay? Okay, and it's like, bro, like, you gotta take this stuff seriously. like this is not like actually put some effort into it for once, right? It's only hard in your mind. You know what I mean? And also, just to add on to this, the easiest way to actually give up the junk food is to eat clean, right? And no one's saying that eating clean is boring. No, eating clean is easy, right? Eating clean is actually very easy, right? Especially you can make it very like it can taste good too. People think that no, it just has to be bland. No, who said it has to be bland? And people get into specific diets about carnivore and vegan and all this bullshit. Basically, I'm just gonna keep it very basic for you, right? Because you're not there yet. About this, you need to eat more of this and this. Just eat whole food that is not processed. Just don't eat processed food. Just keep it that simple, right? No, no canola oil, of course, right? Cook everything ideally in like butter or ghee. I guess if you can find like halal, like beef tallow, like that's not bad, right? Ideally, olive oil. It's like you know what I mean. But like I said, ghee is probably better. Like these types of options are better, right? Right. But keep in mind, just whole foods, bro. Whole foods, right? Like chicken, fruits, right? Again, fruits that are not sprayed by glyphosates. And also be careful of eating like the fake healthy food. That's probably the biggest problem here, right? You'll be eating something and then 1 second later, you find out it's not that healthy. It's like, man, it just pisses you off, right? So, yeah, keep that in mind, man. And like, there's two types of people, right? Two types of people that eat junk food, right? Some people they eat junk food when they leave their house, right? So they eat out a lot, right? And some people eat junk food in their house, right? So which one are you, right? And if you're both, man, you got some real working to do. Right? I used to be the person that used to eat junk food in the house, right? So how did I defeat a lot of this? By not bringing in junk food into the house, right? If you're going to eat junk food, in this case, right, because you have lack of discipline, at least eat it outside, right? Right? Eat it outside. Don't like bring it in. Don't bring it in the house because you know your weakness, right? Instead, only bring in food that's healthy, right? Like apples or whatever, right? And then, if you eat out a lot, what you can do is you can give your wallet to someone else. Right? This is actually one way you can actually defeat this, right? And or you could just not take your cards with you, or you can leave your money at home, basically, right? Right. That is one thing you can do, right? So yeah, try. So basically, don't go. Basically, don't eat junk food in an environment where you're more likely to eat junk food, right? Whether that's eating out or whether that's eating inside the house, right? And look, a lot of this I actually was able to defeat this by becoming like if you do your research on like the problems that junk food causes and the seed oils and all this stuff, man, I realized, man, this shit, it's just not even worth it, right? Because you see all these people getting cancer and like arthritis and Parkinson's and all this stuff, man. And it's just like, it's just so sickening, honestly. So, and I don't want to be part of those people. Like, I don't want to be just another stat, right? And hopefully you don't either, right? So this is how you can quit junk food. Like this health stuff, like a lot of people think, it's just, like, it's just annoying and shit. It's not just that. Like, if you don't have health, you don't have wealth, you don't have anything in your life, basically. Without health, you have literally nothing. Right? And like you'll actually realize, bro, once you start eating healthy, like if you eat healthy for a consistent time and you try to go back to eating junk food, I remember this is something that happened. I was eating healthy consistently, right? But then I went back to eating chips, and you know what happened? It did not taste good, bro. Like it was disgusting. Even though I've been eating these chips for like the longest time, they tasted disgusting. Why? Because the healthy food, I guess in a way, probably mentally cleansed my taste buds, right? And that this junk food, I realized really how disgusting it was, even though it was just really jalapeno chips. Like, you know what I mean? I felt almost nauseous eating these, right? And I realized, oh yeah, this is why I quit junk food, right? So yeah, so eat consistently, bro. They say that it takes about 60 days to break a bad habit, according to research or whatever. So that's about like 2 months, right? Now, I don't expect you to be perfect in the beginning, right? Start off slow, but also take all the junk food that you have in your house right now and go and donate it to people. Go and donate it to the homeless, right? Get it out of the house. Give it to other people, right? Whatever you have, man, just stop, right? Just stop. No more like cheap meals. None of this dumb shit, bro, right? And replace that junk food with healthier alternative like snacks, yeah, like real healthy stuff, not like, oh, it says it's healthy, but then you read the ingredients and seed oils and all this. So to read the ingredients and like, you know, yeah, you'll realize a lot of fake healthy foods out there, right? But get more informed. Also, another thing, get more informed, right? Like on my channels, I talk about like health a lot. All right, so subscribe to my channel and you'll get more information, right? And just do your independent research too, right? And you'll realize, like, once you stop eating junk food, that your brain fog, you like I have like basically no brain fog now compared to like back when I was eating junk food, like, and it kind of, it's also kind of sickening, like how many parents will let their children eat junk food, right? Like the 5-year-old, like they're afraid of raw milk, right? Which is basically like, if you believe in like religion, right? It's basically a gift from God, right? But these parents have been so brainwashed by like these like companies that they have no problem giving them Skittles, which are literally causing people cancer. But they're okay with giving their kids that and eating that, but they draw the line at raw milk. Like, how the fuck does that make any sense? Right? Like, I'm telling you, man, this world is full of morons, and if you follow them, you'll just be another moron, basically, right? So, also another thing, that to give up that junk food is to get rid of your triggers, right? Like I said, get rid of the junk food in your house, right? Stop eating out, right? Another thing is have healthy snacks, right? Don't bring in the junk food, have healthy snacks, right? Or snacks or food or whatever, right? So even though eating late at night is probably not ideal, right? But at least if you're hungry, eating like an apple is not as bad as, like, let's say it's like 3 o'clock at night. Some people like to eat at night, right? Or they like to binge watch Netflix and then eat or whatever, right? Again, this is not obviously good either. But at least if you're going to do that, at least eat an apple. That's not as bad. You know what I mean? It's not ideal. It's better than eating like hot Cheetos at night and whatnot, you know? So yeah, this is actually a very easy way to give up that junk food, man. Like, you're only making it harder in your mind. You know what I mean? Like, for the whole year of 2024, I did not eat junk food, right? And I'm very, like, that's actually something I'm very, like, happy. And I know that I will never go back to that, right? Because once you get to this level, then like, you will never go back, right? And, you can take this advice, right? Like, I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm not here to tell you you can take the cheap meals or whatever. And I know, look, you're going to mess up. You're going to mess up. But that should not deter you from, quitting, right? You, like, messing up here and there is still better than you coping and saying, oh no, like, I worked out today so I can eat, right? None of this bullshit, bro. Just listen to me, right? Like, I'm literally trying to help you more than these other people out on the internet, right? And even in your own life, right? Again, if you need more direct assistance, right? You can join the Patreon. I'll put it in the link below, right? And you can get my actual help with how to quit junk food or any other health issues, right? But yeah, I mean, hopefully this video helps you guys to quit that junk food, right? And like this is a really serious dilemma, right? At the end of the day, let's try and quit this junk food, right? And never touch it again, right? And you can actually get to where I am, right? Yeah. But, yeah, hopefully that's it. Let me know your thoughts